do believe I just found an absolute belter.
Underneath the soil or hidden in the ground, there's a lot of treasures to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland.
Hello and welcome to Dirty Secrets of Scotland. Look who's here.
Back again.
She's back and she's going down that hole she was in last time where the poison bottles were. I've left it for her, so let's see what you find this time.
Yeah, we're not mentioning the name of it. We're not saying what I'm looking for. Don't want to jinx it.
I think I just did. Alright, you ready? Mm-hmm. Alright, let's get digging.
Yeah. So this is where I'm digging. This is where we finished digging last time we were here. And that's where I'm going to go. And that was just lying around basically on the surface. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. So I have dug out from the already dug bit, which did make it a lot easier. And now the plan is hopefully I'm going to go into fresh here and here. Fingers crossed.
Just had this. I think it's the right age. Edinburgh, Symington's, Camp Coffee. Drippy lippy, yeah. Striations in the neck. Bubbles. Undamaged by the looks of things. Another one for the collection in the kitchen, which is cool. And yeah, lovely bottle that, got age to it. Maybe 1920s or so. Beautiful. Oh look, another one. A bit darker this one, I think. Same age, I think. 1920s-ish. Got some gunk in it. It's also got a little water in it, so yeah. Twins.
It's an ice blue bishop, which would have been my first whole bottle, but I put my fork right through it and this is what happened. We think it's sick anyway, so it might not have made it into the collection, but that's such a shame because we love ice blues, we love bishops, such cool bottles. Oh well, at least that shows that there are full bottles in here and hopefully some more medicines.
Well, I was actually standing on this, folks, so if it's broken, it's my own fault. I just saw one facing up here under my foot when I moved it. I don't know, it might be alright. I think it is alright. Check here. Yes, that's lovely. Little coffin-shaped flask type bottle. Detail on the neck. Detail on the sides. That is a belter, I love that. It's a shame it doesn't say anything, but I don't know if it even needs to. It says something on the bottom, but I think it's just a number. 4335. Lovely. I love that.
Just found this bit of pottery. I think it was a decorated plate. It's beautiful flowers actually. And it is Havilland, France, for C. Jenner & Co. Edinburgh. So that was made for Jenner's, which was the big department store in Edinburgh. And Willie did a feature on that in one of his recent videos. So if you haven't seen it already, go and check that out because it is a really cool history.
Just had this. Yep, John Patterson. Nice. Aqua glass. Glasgow. Drippy lippy there. Right age. Hopefully that'll clean up nicely. At the moment it looks a bit sick, but we'll see when I get it home. Nice.
So I think this might actually be my first full bottle. It's just fallen out. Looks like a sauce to me. Oh, I think it's got right in. Is it Liam Perrins? Oh no, it's not. Goodall Backhouse and Co. Huh. Well, that's a new one on me. That's a Drippy Lippy, I think. No. No, machine made, clear bottle.
Just had this, a wee square ink. Oops. I've got flies buzzing around me, by the way. It's quite difficult to concentrate on what you're doing because they keep landing on my face and things. Go away, fly. I think I might have taken a wee nick out of that one. Damage there anyway. Still cool though, you find?
You brought me some perfume.
Got you some perfume. It's really old, fine perfume.
Vintage.
Oh, it broke. Oh, well that failed because I can't actually get into it. But actually, hang on, give me a stick. Let's try it. Yes, water. It's very cheap.
Yay! Low de low.
Load it. Oh,
Low de o.
yeah. Just found this. Blob top. Glasgow. G&C Moore. Okay, there. G&C Moore, Glasgow. Drippy Lippy, blob top. Doesn't got the top in it. It doesn't seem damaged though. That's definitely a new one to me. Maybe someone from Glasgow would want that. I don't collect Glasgow stuff because I'm from Fife, but it's a lovely bottle. All right.
How nice would this have been? I think it's broken. Definitely the handle is. Teeny tiny little jug. I think it's... Oh, actually... Okay, so that top bit is not actually that shape, so it's not broken, but the handle is broken. Otherwise, that would have been super cute. Still quite cute.
Just had this. It's one of those Kiora made chili cordial. Spicy cordial. You see the chili there. I've had them before. Chili cordial, how crazy is that?
I just found this pipe bowl and it's pretty bashed up, so it probably won't be coming home, but I just thought I'd mention it because I think it says, if you can see that, oh, I think it says coronation. I think that says 1902, so that would be Edward VII was crowned in 1902, so that's a celebratory pipe bowl. But I just thought it was quite apt because it's the Queen's Jubilee this weekend, so she's been on the throne for 70 years, so it's a celebration of her coronation, so that's quite timely.
Just caving in the sides a bit. I have a couple of things right next to each other. One, which is this lovely roll top square jar. Very nice. A drippy lippy there. And the other thing is a plain ink. Still yet to find one of these with something printed on them. They are out there, but very rare. So this will do me for the time being. Another popular Etsy store, so there you go.
How cute is that? The detail. is amazing, especially on the hands and the face. Shame there's not more, but maybe I'll find some more of it.
Well, this is a new one on me. What? Virolax. It must be laxative. Virolax. Excellent. I thought it was a Bovril or something at first. It's not. That's really cool. A bit different. There you go. Virolax. Lovely. Have a heartbreaker here. Love finding ginger beers. I don't so much like finding them when they're like this though. Also, another heartbreaker, a half egg. One of these eggs that they used to put into the nests to try and get the hens to lay. Half of one. I've got a whole one at home, but that's yeah, not as great to find half of one. Anyway, I think I'll do lunchtime roundup now. Lunchtime roundup. Okay, I got this. I had high hopes for this because it's such a lovely bottle. Nice age to it as well. I was hoping it would have something on it, but it doesn't, unfortunately. I got this Patterson's bottle, which does. John Patterson, Glasgow. There you go. I just showed you the broken this and broken this. One of these little Perrier bottles. I found one of these recently that had a swirl in it. So lots of swirls in it. And we put it on Etsy and it sold right away. So I hope you've got that bottle and you're enjoying it now. This, which is a Symington's, and another one as well. Plain sauce, but it did actually have the stopper in it when it pulled it out, which was quite cool. Just a plain sauce bottle. Plain aqua glass, another plain aqua glass, and this, which I don't know if it was melted or it's just super wonky. If it'll focus. That's pretty cool. That ink that I showed you, it's got a bit of damage though. This, which I'm not sure is, I'm not sure if this is spongeware or not. I think it might well be. And I found 2 bits of it. So yeah, I don't know if someone would want that, but anyway, moving on. Stopper, complete with rusty ironwork on it. That's the perfume that I sniffed, and was just water. Then we've got this lovely Glasgow, large Glasgow blob top. Always nice to find blob tops. I've got a lovely big fly on my arm. Okay. Panel bottle, just plain unfortunately. A couple of stonewares, jar and ink. Chili cordial. Big square roll neck jar. This interesting Virolax stuff, which I'm sure I'll research. And this massive big plain bottle. I guess that was a big sauce or something, maybe for catering. But my favourite thing so far is probably this wee green thing. It's lovely. Look at that little green bottle. So let's hope we can find maybe a whole one of these in the second half. Who knows?
Sarah's lunchtime roundup. What have we got? This was my safest find right from the start, which is a bit of blue poison, and I was gonna put it in the rejects bag. But we do have someone who is collecting bits of broken poison bottles, so blues and greens, to do some crafting with, so I'm going to save that and we'll send it to her. I've got some fragments here. Belfield and Co. I wonder if that might be interesting, so I thought I'd keep it and do some research. It's the plate that was made for Jenna's department store. And 2 little shards here with some cute little print on. So I just thought I'd keep them in case I find any more. Machine made sauce bottle, which is Good Old Backhouse and Co. Never heard of that one. My heartbreaker, literally broken by me. A plain little jar, which is really cute. This little milk jug, which will probably come home and maybe get repaired or just go on my display. My coronation pipe bowl. That one's for Lizzie. Bottle stopper. Plain little wine bottle. Plain little sauce bottle, but it's aqua glass. And I think it's quite a neat drippy lippy applied lip. So that's quite cute. And then I just found a toothbrush before lunch. I think that is actually the first toothbrush I found. Is it? Can't remember. Anyway, that'll come home and go in our slightly random collection of toothbrushes. And this is what's keeping me going through the day and will hopefully see me through the afternoon as well to find some belters. So let's crack on.
Just found this and I'm hoping it's going to focus. Is that focusing? Try and get some pictures of it because it's so weird. I don't know what that is. It's like eggs or like an octopus's tentacle or something. That is the weirdest thing. It's probably the weirdest thing I've ever dug. What on earth is that? Check that out. It must still have a cork in it. God, that's really strange. That's so strange.
Do you reckon teapot maybe? A little vulcanite. It's a good sign at least. I've gone in a different direction in the afternoon to try and find some more things. I can't see what this is. Did I say 1900? There was a bird near me which I think is really unhappy about me being here. Keeps shouting at me. There it is. Okay, I'll try and clean it up and see what it says properly. I was looking at it upside down. So it's not 1900. It's R. Douglas and it says 1919. There we go. Hopefully there's a local bottle nearby to go with it.
Just found this. It's like a wee Fields ink and gum, but half the size. I've not seen one like this. That's cool. Half size Fields ink and gum type bottle. Ah, look, it's cracked. That's a shame. Still, nice wee find.
Time to find out what this bad boy is. Well, that may have been the handle. I'm quite good to these pots because you never know what's going to be behind them or inside them. No, you can't see that really, but there's a root there growing through it. Don't think that'd be any good for cooking.
Just had this. Looks like a wee green smelling salts or something similar. A medicine. 3-part mould here. Nice. Doesn't have anything written on it, I don't think. Fly, go away. There's nearly summer again. It's really dark green though, I love that colour. Beautiful.
I would really like this to be whole, please. Because I have, well, I don't think I've found anything whole since lunchtime, before lunch. Oops, sorry. Oh, it's plain. It's a plain aqua glass chemist bottle. It's got bubbles in it, just a little plain one.
Just found this. See it crashing around in the background there? I can already see what this is. And it's an absolutely enormous green, poisonous, not to be taken bottle with cross-hatching. And you know what? I think this is probably local as well. Yes, leaving. Look at that. That is an absolute belter. Absolute belter. So pleased with this. So cool. Poisonous, not to be taken. And it's local. Nice. Green, beautiful poison bottle. Oh man, that is really, really worth all the effort so far. I'm really pleased with that. I've never had one of these. I think it's a drippy lippy. Yes, it is. Drippy lippy. Not poisonous, not to be taken. Lovely striations in the neck. Look at that, the cross hatch. That really is an absolute belter, and therefore...
That is beautiful. That's so cool.
Cool, huh?
Never seen anything like that.
I've seen them, but I've never owned one, so that to me is a really special bottle.
Poisonous, not to be taken.
Local poison, and probably the biggest poison ever,
Yeah.
really.
I don't think you've got room on any of your poison shelves for this.
So what's going to happen to it then?
You'll probably build it its own shelf.
Yes. Clearly.
Oof.
It's hefty.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Love it.
Me too.
I feel like I gave this one a good ding when I was digging, so let's see. Let's see what happens when I dig it out. Got it loose. Hey, I think it is plain. But it's whole, and it's aqua glass, and it's a chemist bottle, so it's a good one.
Just had this lovely little pouring ink. You usually get one of these on a dig, not always. I think that might be a crack in it. This is love it and love it, does it? I think it does. Can't be actually sure. I haven't got my specs on. Not sure if they're cracks or if they're actually just lines from roots. We'll find out though. Just had this. I think it's a glass viral. Actually, it might even be plain. Oh no, there you go. Viral. I prefer the ones that are made of stoneware, but that's still nice. Alright.
Well, it wouldn't be a bottle dig without finding an ink bottle, would it? Has to be done.
Do you believe I just found an absolute belter? Check this out. What does that say? Big tree. When I'm digging in a wood. That's so cool. It's like a little figure at the bottom or something. Is that meant to be Buddha? Is that a person? I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Look at it, it's a big bladder type bottle with the stopper in it as well. And I don't even think this one's... I've had ones like this before, but they were all machine made, and this one isn't actually. It's a drippy lippy. Can you see that? So this is older. Oh, that's an absolute belter. That is an absolute belter. Check this out, folks. Look at that with the light going through it. Oh, this is gorgeous. Embossed with a beautiful pictorial in the middle, and it's not one I've seen before. And the stoppers on the top as well. It's got the same design on the top. You can make that out. This is an absolute belter, and very justly, this is about to happen.
Underneath the soil or buried in the ground, there's a lot of treasure to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland. Through the fields and woodland, with trusted spade in hand.
in case you wanted to know what he looks like.
It's the history bit.
Initially, I thought that this bottle was Australian in origin, made by the Emu Wine Company of Australia that I already featured back in episode 21. But, while looking for images to show you viewers the bottle's original artwork or advertising, I noticed that there were two different labels. One that stated Big Tree Wine's origin was Australia, and another contradicting this and saying it was made in California, USA. After a fair amount of head scratching with the contradictory source material I found online, I decided to contact Dean Walters, the managing director of the Early California Wine Trade Museum in San Anselmo, California. Dean very kindly got back to me promptly via email with the following. Hi Willie, from what I have read, these flagon bottles were filled with wine originating from the California Wine Association, the CWA, and shipped in bulk to the UK where they were filled, labelled and marketed. Early on, I believed that they were English bottles, but read that Big Tree wines were exported to Australia and South America. I've never seen physical evidence of any South American examples, however. I also believe that Charles Oldham of Grierson Oldham & Co. was the one who came up with the name Big Tree Wines. Perhaps Grierson Oldham & Co. expanded into Australia, the Emu Wine Company London and Adelaide. After Grierson Oldham & Co. ceased to exist, it may have evolved into the Big Tree Wine Company London. Charles Oldham became president of the Calwa Distributing Company in 1909. Calwa was an iteration of the CWA, which was established to market CWA wines in bottles, so it is possible that the Big Tree flagon bottles were of US origin. Thanks Dean, that was really helpful. It was really good of you to get back to us here at Dirty Secrets of Scotland. However, neither Dean or myself know for certain where this bottle and its contents were produced. So for the first time in the history of the history bit, I'm asking our viewers out there if you can help. Do any of our viewers know any more about this brand? If you find out any more about the origins of Big Tree wines, please do let us know in the comments below. Just found this, it's a clear Anzora bottle, but I held it up to the light and I think it's got a slight pinkish tinge of amethyst, so I think that means that it's probably manganese. It's really hard to see on camera though, I can see that on the screen. I'll move my arm a bit, but still. Yeah, I think eventually that'll go lovely in pink, so I'll keep that. And also in behind it was this marmalade, which is a different one for this tip, because you don't normally find them like this, but with stripes. So yeah, a couple of finds right next to each other. Bit of damage on that though, sadly, but hey ho. Just coming over for some worms. Spoil pals just here. You want some worms? I think you just found one as well. I think Sarah just scared them off with her aggressive digging.
Hey! It's an S for Sarah. I'm not sure what that was, probably some kind of coat hook type thing. But I'm gonna take that as a good sign and keep going.
Just found this. I can already see that this is a Milton, but it's a very old one because it's a drippy lippy and it's green, and they're usually sort of dark brown amber. So this is a bit special, a bit different. I don't know anything about them because I've never seen one this old, but I'm really pleased with that. A lovely bottle. That's going to clean up really well. Nice. I'm not sure if you can see that, folks, but up that tree, I'm pretty sure that is Dave. Up there it is. Yes, Dave's back, everyone. Where have you been, Dave? I've been worried. think that this is Anzora again. I think so. Yeah, it is. But it's an earlier one. In aqua glass. Tooled lip. Yeah. Same bottle as the Anzora one that I had earlier. Although the slightly smaller version. And this one's earlier than that one. Just had this. Nice big scrubs bottle. Always good to find a scrubs. Big poison bottle essentially. And right beside it actually, and Diniford's, a wee Diniford's Magnesia. And that'll probably be me now. I'm tired. Yeah, that was fun. Full-time roundup. Okay, you've seen all this stuff in the first half, so just a quick visual recap, and now over to the second half. So, what we got here? Just found this, the scrubs bottle, which is lovely and clean by the looks of things. This Anzora number 1, the older one, and Anzora number 2, which I think will turn pink in the sun. This is just I think it's a sauce bottle, but it's just full of paint. Diniford's Magnesia, I think it's a machine-made version of it. Oh yeah, I found a wee button, which is quite cool. You don't often find buttons here. Just a plain medicine, I think. Clear glass. I think this is cornflower blue, or ice blue. Just a little, I don't know if it's a sauce bottle or a medicine, probably a medicine. The Viro, lovely wee green, 3-part mould, nothing written on it unfortunately. Still like it though, it's cool. Pouring ink, couple of big marmalades. This is half-size ink, which is cute, except it's got a wee crack in it, unfortunately. One of these paste pots that you get all everywhere. And then the graveyard of ginger beers, which is a pity. 2 different tops there, from 2 different bottles. And then that one was this, which is cool because I've got these at home, and I may not have the right lid, so I'll be holding on to that, and that'll go into one of mine if I've got the wrong one in there already. So that's quite cool. Now, over to Belter Alley. Here we are. So, let's start with the first one here that I found. Poisonous not to be taken. Just an absolutely enormous local poison bottle. I absolutely love this. Such a cool bottle. With all the cross-hatchery and everything. So good. This, probably not that special, but I've never found one. So it's made it into the Belter Alley. This lovely little green bottle, I was looking at it more at lunchtime. It's got a lot of detail on it. No writing, but I don't think it matters because it's just so pretty. This big Milton's made it here because I've not seen one like this. The ones I've seen are a different colour, they're all amber. This one's green, very different to the ones I've seen so far, so I'm really happy with that. Probably coming, but I love it anyway, doesn't matter. And then this, hang on, wait, I missed one. This weird thing here. Still don't know what this is. Look at that stuff in there. It's like an octopus's tentacle or eggs or something. Really weird. I hope it doesn't burst on the way home. I'd love to find out what that is. And then the belter of all belters, the rock star, shall we say, is the Big Tree bladder bottle. As I say, it's the earliest one I've found because it's got the drippy lippy top. Like that. And I just love that pictorial on the front. It's so cool. It's actually got a big tree on it. And I think it's a person inside. It's like something I've seen on the internet. I think there's a tree like that in America. Surely it wouldn't have been that big back in 1920, you know? Anyway, what a beautiful bottle this is. That's going straight in the collection. Look at the top and everything. Superb. And that's the full-time roundup.
Sarah's full-time roundup. So, added to the stuff from this morning. I found my little S sign. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a buckle, maybe it's some kind of coat hook, but I might take it home and try and clean it up a little bit. We shall see. I also found a huge bottle stopper. 2 normal ones, and then a massive one. Really deep aqua, it's gorgeous. Like that. And I found some little aqua paddle bottles, so just some chemist bottles. Ink bottle, always find an ink bottle. Big wine bottle. This little, I'm guessing it's a sauce bottle or a condiment bottle. That's quite cute as well, but plain. So that is a full-time roundup. Not a busy day for me, but still some good finds, and I still enjoyed it.
Bonus find. Little hair clip thing. Still got some gilding on the back. I'm not sure it'll survive though. Metal that's been underground. If it's copper alloy like this, it tends to fall apart, so we'll see.
Hole number 1, all filled in. Now for hole number 2.
All filled in by Sarah. Both holes. True story?
Yep.
Thanks for joining us on Dirty Secrets of Scotland. Really had a good dig.
You had a really good dig.
I didn't have an amazing dig, unfortunately.
Oh, wow. These things happen.
But together between us we got some decent finds today, so we hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. Until next time.
Willie's rainy day creations.
These are the colours that I think I'll need, so I'll just mix these up now. I think that this is a good starting colour, so I'm going to put a coat on this part here and just see what it looks like. Correction, I took it over to the window in the natural daylight and looked at it again. It was completely wrong. So I've added some black and some white, which sounds kind of crazy, but you've got to get that dark colour in there before you can add and whiten it up again. But you have to have that sort of grey shade in there for it to work. Anyway, now I'm happy with it, and now I'm going to put on my first coat. Okay, I've let that dry and I can already see that that's slightly too peachy, so I'm going to bring in a little bit more yellow ochre and maybe a little bit of white, but we'll see. Okay, so I started here. As you can see, it was too red, too orangey, chased it all the way over here and got the right colour, I think, but then ran out of plate, so I've put some cling film over this and I put it onto a separate plate. And this is the colour that I'm happy with now. I may have to lighten it up a little bit, but I won't find out until I put it on the bottle, so let's do that. Okay, I did have to add some white, mess around the colour a little bit, but I'm quite happy with it now. It's really difficult to tell before you get the glaze on if it's going to work, but I'm not going to use a brush this time. I'm going to use a little piece of sponge, and hopefully then I can just sort of, sounds silly, but hopefully just erase any evidence of these cracks. We'll see. This is what I've done so far. I think it's ever so slightly dark, so what I'm going to do is repeat the process, but this time I've put in a little bit more white. This was the colour I had, this is now the colour that I've got. Just trying to find a dry bit on the sponge. Yeah, let's do it again. so far. Just blended in. I might have to do another couple of coats with the sponge, but we'll see. You can't really get rid of the evidence of the crack there because it's such a fine crack, but not fine enough to fill. Just fine enough to see. Hopefully the glaze will get rid of that. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. The colour match is pretty good, so it took a while to get right. The next part is, if that is right and it's fine to move on, the next part is to try and colour match the top as well. Okay, it's the next day and I'm quite happy with that. It's as close as I think I can get it anyway. So the next step is to paint the top, which I'm slightly nervous about, but let's get on with it. These are the colours I've selected that I think I'll need to match these colours on here. There's quite a few. But I'll start with one dark colour and then I can lighten up. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do it by the window though in the natural light because I find that I get better results by standing over there doing it. If I do it here, I always get it wrong. So I'll mix them and then I'll come back on video. Okay, that took a while. It took about 20 minutes, so I'm glad I didn't actually film that. Anyway, this can now go on, I think. I won't be able to tell what it's like until the paint is dried, but I've put this masking tape on here because I don't want to paint below that line. Yeah, actually I think I'd probably do that better. There we are. Still not great, but it's better than not having it there. So here goes in with the paint. Let's see what happens. I can already see that that's slightly too dark. I need to put a little bit more white in there to make it more similar. And I haven't done any of the rest of it yet because I didn't want to. Yeah, line it up and go again. Quite happy with it, but I still think it needs a little bit of yellow in there. That's slightly too orangey, but not by much. So I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow to this and hopefully that'll smash it. I'll not smash it, I don't want to smash it, I just fixed it. Okay, I'm far happier with that colour now, so I'm just going to follow the line up here and I'll do some blending later, but I'm just going to get coverage over the whole line for now. Okay, that's the base colour on. I've just covered the line. The next part is that I've got to colour match the various parts, like for example that bit's obvious because it's a drip of glaze that's darker, so I need to go in there and cover that. Just add a bit more brown, maybe a little black, and colour that match that. Okay, I've mixed up loads of different colours over by the window. As you can see, it's a very grey day outside. It's almost dark in here. Not great for painting. Anyway, this colour is fairly close, I think, until I get it on the bottle. It's not quite dark enough for there, but it will help on the slightly lighter areas to colour match in. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. It's as good as I'm going to get it for now, so the next step is to use a sponge and just blend it out, hopefully. This is not an easy repair, as you can probably imagine. Okay, I've got it to here. I'm pretty happy, but I'm just going to add a little bit of white to the paint and then go over it again, just a tiny amount, just to add a little bit of texture. Yeah, let's put a little bit of white in the mix and then that'll hopefully add a little bit more of mottling like this. about it for painting. The next step is to glaze. I mean, it was never going to be an invisible repair because it was so badly broken. I don't think it'd be possible, certainly not for me anyway, to get it completely spotless and like it's never been broken. But I am really happy with that for my collection, and that's what it's going to be, so happy days. We're going to glaze next. Oh yeah, and if you want to support Dirty Secrets of Scotland, you can do so in 3 ways. 1, you can buy us a coffee on Ko-fi. 2, you can buy items on our Etsy store. I mean, things that we create, but also things that we dig out of the ground. And 3, you can become a patron of Dirty Secrets of Scotland. To become a patron of Dirty Secrets of Scotland, go over to patreon.com. A massive thank you to anyone that's bought anything from our Etsy store, anyone that's bought us a coffee on Ko-fi, or anyone that is a patron of Dirty Secrets of Scotland. Thank you so much to everyone that supports this channel in any way. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe, like and share this channel. Cheers.
Underneath the soil or hidden in the ground, there's a lot of treasures to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland.